then,
You can't see me
forever.
We've traveled worldwide, time that allows us to experience the impossible. Let's go.
absolutely in
Time doesn't just tell all, it shows all.
Presents Crown Jewel.
In the desert tonight, will one of the greatest champions in wrestling history. You are looking live at Marsul Park's WWE Crown Jewel. Calrios, Michael Cole, Wade Barrett for SmackDown. Wade, are you ready?
Absolutely.
Jude Al-Lajani and Faisal Al-Magaisi.
Thank you guys, واهلا وسهلا. شاهدنا الحفل.
The WWE Universe in Riyadh. We kick off with the box office sensation, the Beast.
Indeed, something beyond human. One of the most impressive.
The collision at Crown Jewel.
Rollins.
The Beast is back!
Good evening,
Bobby.
I'm pissed off. What Brock did was unforgivable.
It's my ring, and I won't be disrespected.
Here we go!
I will expose Brock for who he really is. A Bobby Lashley.
Crown Jewel, Bobby.
Lesnar's looking to destroy.
His most dominant heavyweights. Most decorated champions.
Give an inch. Two of the most dangerous.
Now let's not forget the one time that Lashley has made heinous betrayal of Paul Heyman.
And from Minneapolis,
Brock Lesnar has not forgotten that. The man who knows Brock Lesnar better than anyone, Paul Heyman, was the guest here. Brock Lesnar needs to prove that he is better.
Stain, a blemish on the near-perfect record of until he wipes Bobby Lashley off the face of the planet.
Call the alpha male of our species, Brock Lesnar, and Lashley outside. Oh, to knee, and a spear by Lashley, and this said, I need to prove to the world that I can beat Lesnar. Yet another.
Lesnar is in a bad way here. That knee is in a...
Bobby Lashley wants to destroy Lesnar, and a spear right through the barricade. Match was not going to be for the faint of heart. Lesnar can't even stand.
What a great game plan by Bobby Lashley, just crushing Lesnar.
Collapsing.
Yeah, when have you ever seen Brock Lesnar?
Is looking for the hurt lock here. An electric crowd tonight.
Brock moving incredibly gingerly now. No.
Lashley up into the F5. But it may not matter because Lashley to big matches in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
What he wants to do, but will his body cooperate?
And another German suplex and back at the Rumble. And now Brock Lesnar with the put Lashley away, hook of the leg and a kick out. Champion delivers another German suplex to with an attack driving Lesnar to the steps early on. Really on his shoulders.
The man is superhuman, as we are already witnessing. This has been already, and things starting to look bleak for the Beast.
From behind. And driving.
I don't know if I've ever Trying to look bleak for the Beast once again.
Lashley with Brock on his shoulder. Bobby drops from behind and a spine buster to Brock. Brock may not have Lashley. Oh, there's her down. Lashley's been counted. Lashley's been counted out. Well, Brock
Lesnar got his ass kicked by Bobby.
And Lashley's upset. He understands that kicking himself off the turnbuckle, his body and all his weight.
We had a game plan from the word go. Take out.
And Lashley had Lesnar in the hurt lock. The hurt lock locked in when he was counted for the 1, 2, 3. And
Word go. Take out Brock Lesnar before he even gets in the.
Since the beginning of the matchup, worn down by this hurt lock by Lashley, but Brock Lesnar comes away with the victory, even though he doesn't.
Lashley for what we just witnessed. Brock Lesnar is.
But Bobby Lashley did prove to the world tonight, equal, if not better, than the Beast.
Come to play.
Generals
Challengers were able to take complete control.
Yeah, and it happened on Peg, and then Alexa Bliss from the top rope would hit her patented match. Last woman standing versus Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's title.
Let the whole world scream my name.
On becoming the new WWE Women's Tag Team as champions.
Yeah, we may have just won the titles, but we've been preparing. Control thinks they can put us on the shelf for a few weeks and get rid of us? That just shows how much. Plus, we already know that Bianca's going to hold it down against Bayley tonight in their last women's. Alexa, and let's go!
Crown Jewel. And we do know the past relationship between Bray and
her opponent. She's one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team partner, Alexa!
5 nights ago. So who does that give the advantage to coming into this match?
Days were some of the busiest moments of my career, because quite frankly, with the championships, so if Alexa and Asuka have...
So you're giving the edge to the former champions here tonight, set to defend the tag team titles here tonight against... It'll be interesting to see what the kinds of damage control over the past couple of days, giving them a little bit of advice.
Sky were embarrassed and humiliated by their become something of a false start for Damage Control. We'll want to set the
Saudi Arabia, big matchup for Daphne. And here we go, Dakota Kai, 3-time Raw champion. So she was the first woman to win both of those.
In NXT, all 4 were absolute superstars down there.
And Dakota taking Alexa down. Dakota won the inaugural women. Alexa Bliss having some fun with Dakota Kai. Number 1 in the United States. By Alexa, and Dakota's got to get her shoulder up. They were not happy at all that they weren't. Shoulders down again and a kick out. Great chain wrestling here tonight by Alexa. Alexa, that was a swift move and utilizes it.
Frustration tactics now from the champ. This could be a really glorious night for Damage Control. That is real control.
And now Asuka and Io Sky squaring up in Japan along with Io Sky's sister. And now
historically, these two did not get along at all in Japan of this industry.
Oh, still remains the same. Tag made, and here comes Alexa. Asuka's had 3 different partners. Over to retain, and a kick out by Io Sky.
Well, the alliance about the arrival of Damage Control has ended up being far more successful than...
And double team yet again, and Damage Control sent outside the ring.
Oh, Asuka seems to be enjoying this a little too much.
Drop kick by Io Sky, hanging Asuka up the top rope into this thing.
Yeah, really nice. Just when the referee's back was turned, Damage Control.
But again, its champion doesn't help. And Asuka, ever the competitor, rolls back.
The damage control have tended to go for on Asuka. Believe it.
Dakota Kai now. Look at her continue to work.
Dakota Kai and Io Sky. I like it, taking their careers in the make.
Now Asuka trying to fight Dakota Kai and Io Sky, doing a great job isolating Asuka from her. Asuka trying to fight out of this, but I believe her right leg is...
High-pitched squeal of Asuka.
And watch the impact. Asuka in serious jeopardy. She needs to make a tag to her.
Bliss and Asuka on the shelf of 3 weeks previously. It might be even worse round.
Oh, face first goes Asuka.
Nice job of it.
Kick right with the midsection. Tap made, here comes Bliss. Dakota Kai down and then another one.
Pendulum truly has swung textbook.
Be closing in on retaining the tag team gold. Io Sky breaks things up for her team.
Yeah, just in the nick of time to Bliss.
And Alexa preventing Io Sky.
Devastating moonsault, not quite though.
Oh, wow!
Says a lot about the rugged nature of the genius of the Sky. Still
now in her wheelhouse, heading up to the top rope. Io back to her feet. And Dakota back into the ring as well. Damage could... Superplex! I think everyone got the worst of it. Crowd tonight. Here in Riyadh. Marseille championship match.
Asuka just in the nick of the time.
By Dakota Kai. Yuki Ishikawa, that's the reason for the strong style attack, and got caught momentarily. Oh, and now a German suplex.
Pursuit of the gold, frustration starting to grow on Ash.
This match has been so even weight throughout.
The swinging back.
Moments away from regaining the tag team championship. Alexa going up to the top rope. Done by Kai.
Momentary distraction from Io Sky was all it took to look golden.
Oh, Asuka sidesteps. And Bliss face first. Io and Asuka into the ring. The official dealing with them. Bliss up to the Nikki Cross.
What the hell's she playing at?
Causing mayhem. She's down and out. The official never saw Nikki Cross. Damage.
WWE Women's Tag Team Champions.
On this one, Alexa Bliss and Asuka were totally in the damage control.
Damage control wins. Except for Alexa Bliss. And remember, Nikki and Alexa used to be best friends.
No idea, as you mentioned, if damage control had any knowledge what gained their goal.
Dakota and Io, maybe it'll help Bayley's momentum going into the last woman's.
For damage control to be continued.
Let me remind you.
Or submission, an appropriate way to end a rivalry. Dominate. Drew McIntyre has had a dilemma idea, the strap match.
This is what Cross wanted.
Oh, McIntyre can't see a damn thing. And carrying Cross has beaten McIntyre.
Tonight, Drew McIntyre.
Moments ago, there was a car accident.
To fight right now, can't even defend himself.
Get off me!
Cross pushed me past my breaking point. This could be...
TikTok. Hey, Mackin, history is going to repeat itself.
This is gonna be a war. Dude,
this thing has to end, and it will.
known as Scarlett. The man, this duo which thrives, and they've made hell. Paying homage, of course, to Drew McIntyre and his sword Angela. I'm going to preface this statement by saying this, Wade. Drew McIntyre needs this tonight. McIntyre has to win. Couldn't get the job done against Cross because of Scarlett. Tonight, everybody's locked.
Drew McIntyre is not the kind of pussycat who's going to inside the cage tonight.
To go back to that sword we saw lighting up the skies, slowly make its way down to the ring. For a match via pinfall or submission or escape, meaning you could climb over victory.
Most superstars spend their career trying this. McIntyre needing this in large part because
at 6'6", 254 pounds. Between these two, Cross having an issue with the fact that McIntyre was once and prepare to start this match. Man in a hurry. Out this matchup.
Hell yeah, I did. I've been speaking to him all week. The guy is laser-mannered McIntyre because quite frankly, he is going to go.
Raised in Prestwick. Bret Hart, Drew McIntyre's idol as he grew up. What a thrust by Cross as Scarlett looks on. And for Karrion and McIntyre right there to meet him.
Much to SmackDown and went for one of the bones in McIntyre.
He has McIntyre where he wants him and now looks to punish the Scottish side of the ring, Scarlett.
She is looking like a female bonehead from hell.
Many occasions will use Scarlett to trap his enemies. McIntyre driven into the steel cage. Over Cross. McIntyre with a chop and one from Cross as well. McIntyre driven into the cage. Cross takes this sick pleasure out of.
This ain't news to Drew though. Study. Well, the truth is, Drew's biggest mistake from day one with Cross is that he. But Karrion Cross is anything but that call.
And Cross can drive Drew McIntyre to do. McIntyre caused a.
Otherwise, I can do serious damage to you. I can meet you.
Massive crowd here tonight. This is Marseille.
Home of Al Nassr FC, one of the great Saudi soccer teams.
Soon, right?
Yeah, and we got the SmackDown World Cup coming up soon. That's something to keep an eye on.
Cover now on Cross. Hook of the leg for the win and a kick out.
Of Karrion Cross. Don't forget about me, pal.
This is that slow, plotty match.
Best individuals on the roster. The thing with Cross is he brings you into the. But now he might be about to pay the price for them.
Yeah, Karrion Cross always dictating. And again, Cross hanging McIntyre up on the ropes again. That's inside a steel cage. Cross can do whatever he wants to
McIntyre could not take the taunting.
Tremendous power by McIntyre. And Drew. Oh!
Yeah, what a bitter pill to swallow it would have been had.
The matchup, the intense look on the eyes of Scarlett.
I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna punch you.
Buster by McIntyre. Jackknife cover by Drew to put. He's faded to it in the past. Drew's got to make it back to his feet, or at least try to. McIntyre into a sleeper of his own. Cross back to his feet. Standing high on the back of his neck.
Take him down.
It's clearly keeping McIntyre down for a good long while.
And the future shock DDT. McIntyre into a kip up again. In the cage. Cross jacket on McIntyre. Elbow from Drew. Oh, cross hammer. Right.
Cross just soaking in the
punishment. deliver that high-impact offense like he did moments ago. The cage, celebrate with Scarlett, a steel cage to win, and now McIntyre back to the top rope.
Yeah, just
and a grab, cross, and drag him off the superplex by McIntyre.
Coming down from the top of the steel cage, dead in the...
The impact affecting both men. Tire and cross, pinfall, submission, or escape is how you win. Escape, where both feet have to hit the floor for him to win this match. Official as well, the same damn mace she used in the strap match. And just when you thought Scarlett wouldn't be involved because of the kick. And now Cross crawling. He's gonna crawl his way out of the cage.
Eyes and lungs burning with mace.
McIntyre can even see Wade.
Seen this ankle lock from McIntyre once.
Still blinded, his eyes. Who has the upper hand now? Now, if you're McIntyre, what do? The door's open, but be Scarlett who's gonna close the door, lock the door.
Devoid of any virtue whatsoever.
Well, and she has the key as well.
I mean, how far do you need to stack the deck in your favor?
Up toward the top. McIntyre's got to pull himself up, trying to get that door unlocked as McIntyre's trying to climb down the cage.
The hell no!
By locking the door and taking the key.
I don't care what you've brought me this evening. I am overcoming the depths to which Scarlett stooped, taking out a referee and McIntyre
here tonight to finally beat Karrion Kross in what's
absolutely a split second between McIntyre managing.
Roman Reigns, main event, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. But in the years since the roles have reversed, this is now...
With a waist lock, looking for a suplex early. Reigns countered with an air. Roman hanging on the top rope, trying to stay away.
Sued by Brock Lesnar.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, and electrifying.
Roman hangs on and counter.
Reigns able to welcome Roman.
And Reigns now hanging on for dear life. Burying his shoulder into the hole
with Brock because you will not dig yourself out.
Yes, Johnson.
You think Roman Reigns doesn't know about that match? You think Roman...
Oh, and he hangs Lesnar up on the top rope, and that helps Reigns. Now Lesnar bounced off the ring post, and finally Reigns...
Have a whole lot of time to catch your breath with Brock Lesnar.
Lesnar with Reigns up top. Reigns trying...
Oh, there's an inadvertent thumb to the eye of Lesnar.
And Roman Reigns, Superman!
The evolution of Roman Reigns as a WWE
the move. Roman Reigns over the top rope.
Breathtaking, but guys, what I just saw from Roman Reigns early.
The Superman punch to Lesnar. And this is the growth you talked about with Reigns. Knowing he was going to take dominant victory. Lesnar.
We may not have to imagine.
Talked about how Lesnar dominated early, but suddenly Roman Reigns. Roman's locked and loaded. Lesnar's in trouble.
Lesnar's back up. He's back up. Here comes another one.
Roman in the corner, and Roman continuing.
Reigns is ready.
Knocked himself out.
And Lesnar.
And Roman is down.
Yeah, thanks to the freak yourself out in the process.
And look at that.
What is Heyman thinking? Suplex number 2. 3 German suplex. Roman. Capital City has become Suplex City. Finishing move, the puck Reigns away.
This may secure.
Baffled, confused, how the hell? Lesnar into the cover.
Look at the intensity in Lesnar's eyes. Thriving.
Time for Brock Lesnar to inflict more.
Brock Lesnar with Roman up a mission hold has taken out so many opponents over the past year.
5 pounds hanging from the neck and shoulders of Brock
to force the beast incarnate to pass out.
Sir, quick and you act on it. Second F5. Oh, really? The official. 3, 4, 5.
It doesn't matter.
As he stands. The referee, Charles. Doesn't matter right now.
Roman Reigns' knees caught official Charles Robinson, which
official for this match to continue on and have a decisive.
You know what to do with it!
Wait, turn around again. Lesnar see this go down, but there's still no official.
here is your winner,
So is, who the hell is Heyman tossing the champions?
because hell's coming for you.
Leaving Crown Jewel with the
WWE, just when it seemed as though Lesnar to the face of the beast incarnate. Oh, Heyman.
Roman Reigns may still be champion.
The irony of the situation, the beast was
Championship reign reaches full. There's no. And the bloodline remains.
You can maybe hurt for the fact that Edge has competed against the dead.
Edge will never be the same again. He wasn't the same
After Madison Square Garden. I think tonight is a hit.
You can't win via escape. You're locked inside Hell in a Cell. The tap out. Edge, Rollins, Hell in a Cell. And here we go, Edge driving Rollins. Edge missing a decade of his career because of neck.
Nearly ended Edge's career for a second time. That is,
you feel a sense of desperation, a sense of
for Edge to succeed. Oh my!
Let's talk about the top. Seth Rollins. That Rollins isn't Edge-like. That Rollins
is capable of, that earned him the name, the Rated R Superstar.
Hall of Famer down. Look, I think Edge losing to realize I cannot leave any room for error against Steel.
That's just ramrodded himself into the side of Seth's face, ricocheting off the cell.
Writhing in pain and.
Listen, Edge has gone on the.
Oh my Lord!
Go to any length to dominate, to reach the top of the mountain.
It serves as an impetus, Corey, because if Edge sees a bit of himself, is legal inside Hell in a Cell, including. And now Rollins, though, planted. Edge went deep into his playbook early on.
Ended this early, or do you want to savor the suffering of your opponent?
Chair, gonna try to put it in his opponent's mouth.
Yeah. Oh no, Rollins gonna try to take out Edge's eye.
Buys is a Edge now fights out of it, and there's a sling.
Edge now searching for respite.
Now dropped from the apron. You know, you guys have talked so much over the past number of years. The expression on Seth Rollins
to take Edge out, to threaten Edge's.
So many people believe he's not quite at Edge's level yet.
Absolutely right. Seth Rollins wants to remove every
Edge earlier on. Now it's Seth Rollins who wants to ensure for where the. Oh Lord! Slow two.
Check this out. Look out! Pain.
Ever since this structure surrounding the ring.
Turnbuckle to the midsection, driving all the wind out of Rollins.
It's Riyadh season as Seth Rollins unloads Rollins. And Rollins again.
This is Hell in a Cell, Cole. There is no room for remorse.
Any superstar. WWE Universe here in Riyadh. This is an Edge staple. Rated R Superstar.
Oh, revenge is. Hesitated just a half a second too long. The Sabres.
And Rollins realizing that. Now listen, Rollins can
break from a submission.
Yeah, but Rollins, however, was out.
Rollins sit in there and check on him.
Except Rollins drove the piece of the chair into the eye of. Rollins wasting no time now.
Just a testament to the will. Wide open, all of Rollins' body weight crashing.
Which was the victim of the attack by the Rollins with that piece.
Fair play in Hell in a Cell.
What is Rollins thinking now? Nasty things over the past couple of years.
Rollins maybe recovered to an extent.
But still, Corey, still have to work on it.
And Edge is the type of competitor, he could be blind.
Try to reach out in front of you. Byron's to my left, I can't even see. It's finding out of that predicament. And Rollins, though, hook of the leg on Edge and a kick out. Chair toe and the unprettier. Well, I think it's both. It's punishment, but I think Seth.
No depth to which Rollins will not.
Legendary match against a legendary performer in Edge. His face first into the cell.
Impact I've ever seen.
And now you have to worry about the health and well-being.
Pinball and then down through the table. I'd be surprised.
Now Edge could have took that moment to try to recover, try to get his bearings. Edge with Rollins back in the ring. Remember, pinfall, submission. This is just incredible.
Human impact.
And the thing about it, guys, is if you...
From the top rope, and what is the rated R super by the competitor's own imagination?
Remember what Edge...
After that fall that Seth Rollins took, that scarring process.
Nothing but look on.
Get up.
Edge and Rollins fighting.
Bill of his own landing. Tailbone first on the...
Right now, Edge is more...
Again, watch Edge. Deep into his...
Throughout the city of Riyadh, but right now...
Top rope, Edge is still... I should say Rollins is still on the...
That has got to finish Seth Rollins.
Is that enough to put an end to Seth Rollins tonight?
Your Edge. Mentally, what are you thinking?
Is made of pure grit, and we look once again Rollins, but this battle continues to rage on.
Suppressed for many, many years.
Look at the positioning now.
Connects.
That might do it.
Does Seth have enough left, though?
And again, grit and...
World champion.
Seth Rollins
start to seep in for Seth Rollins.
On the night that we're going winner. A Hall of Famer.
Wait a second.
And Rollins is
going to do it. He got him.
Cover him. First match of the night at Crown Jewel. A tremendous show of respect for these two.
Spear cut the Visionary in half, but Seth Rollins...
On to Seth Rollins.
We are in the deep waters. This is capability.
Another table about to be introduced.
You can almost see the win.
Yeah. And a tweet, Corey, that Edge sent out earlier this week. Only appropriate, he brings a ladder out tonight.
Edge is Death's face.
Like the ultimate opportunist.
Rollins whipped.
And it was Edge.
This is the type of situation wants to destroy the other man. Worse.
The better stamina.
This is where it's all put to...
Can be pushed to the limit.
Set up.
A little bit more time.
No need to panic if you're Seth Rollins.
Rollins attacking the surgically repaired neck.
Last chapter begins right now at Crown Jewel.
That ladder now.
Rollins there.
Where is Edge getting the energy?
Digging, get Edge on the table. Back up the ladder again.
Rollins, but now joining the Visionary atop the ladder.
Trying to fight out of this, trying to somehow block. Remember Edge with the injured left eye from earlier. Boom! Through the table!
Edge still has life in this.
A power bomb from a top.
Now, obviously, Rollins is frustrated. A sunset bomb through a table? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but guys,
to mention he was driven neck first through the table. And Edge is trying to make it back to his feet. Super kick.
The story ends.
Another super kick. Collapsing to the middle of the ring.
Rollins is moments away from
old Edge tonight. Those were Rollins.
He's thinking.
And a eerie feeling of Dave famous arena.
What is extremely barbaric.
Normal stomp did to Edge by Seth Rollins. Can you?
There is malice and contempt in the eyes.
Edge is helpless. He's defensive.
Oh, no. Edge is out.
The malice.
Chain link around the...
Not just a formality. This is just sadistic.
Edge is just beaten to hell.
Against the chair. Rollins has wrapped his boot in.
How smart was that?
Dig down deep, and one more time come
for Edge.
But Edge can barely get his legs underneath him.
Seth did to Edge.
We are inside.
Edge stumbling around, but eyes.
Kicks from Edge. Rollins desperately trying to crawl away. And suffer.
Rollins has a...
Is Rollins going to tap? Is Rollins going to fail?
I think Edge wants...
How appropriate that this match ends.
Superstar! Plus in the making. Trading rated R superstar. The WWE we just saw.
Rollins thought he was going to finish.
Edge took a page out of Seth.
Start things off with a tag team, excuse the pun, of Omos. He has been destroying every...
Don't let the 7'4" behemoth enter the ring.
But Styles the veteran, the former two-time.
Styles, two men who have a lot of disdain for each other over the last.
One of the most sadistic men in the history of WWE.
I believe it's maturation on the part of Randy Orton. Forever. He's taking somebody under his wing.
Champion. Let that number sink in for a moment. Only
as many dates as Saxton's been on his entire adult life. Eyes. Gotta be careful not to get himself disqualified.
Cover by Riddle for the retention. And
how about this power from Riddle?
And a gut wrench by Riddle.
By the original pro, but Volvo Moss. Oh,
difference maker. So here Riddle. Ace of Moss one-on-one. Oh, did not end well.
The Viper.
More. Riddle's like, go get him, Randy. Your turn. He's been in the ring and gone face-to-face with the true giants. Physically outmatched Omos.
You're right, Randy Orton is a very large man.
Oh, and a shoulder tackle.
Just ran through.
I was going to say, he knows he's dangerous now, right?
Lump of clay to be molded into a champion.
Power of Omos. Picking up Randy Orton with ease.
The Viper should be unshakable at this point in his career.
Crushed the abdomen of Randy Orton. Like that. Together over the past number of months, I believe Omos.
Randy Orton. All of the showing off.
Styles has got to keep his emotions in
with a healthy competitive respect for what Orton's capable of.
Almost finished the ball.
Art gallery quality drop kick from a slight grip on the trapezius muscle of Orton is over.
Think about that, the vice-like grip.
Tag made to Riddle.
Styles is wobbling. Exploder has Styles set up in the center of the ring.
A running kick now. Cover by Riddle.
Two Styles, but AJ Styles continues to fight on. 4'4", 400 plus pounds. The shadow cast of Omos.
Looking for the style clash. Styles a tremendous. Oh, did you hear that? Oh. Into Omos. Knocks him off the apron. Providing the distraction.
Riddle trying to prevent any
feet, albeit on the outside, but you gotta watch Styles on the outside.
RKO! With a floating pro and the retention.
Champion, Randy Orton and Riddle.
Time I see Randy Orton do something like that.
Effort from the challengers. In the end, devastating letters in WWE. Riyadh for RK Bro.
RK Bro once again removing Omos. Bro.
Congratulations to RK Bro on retaining their Raw Tag Team.
Kevin. Moment, an exclusive with big time backs, and you want to talk? I was on the run of a lifetime before I punched you in the face at summer.
But in a triple threat, you could lose your title without being.
I know that, and either of them can weasel their way, steal my again. To let either of those fools take my title, I am.
Tomorrow night with the WWE Draft.
Reigns, Lesnar, one of the greatest.
Tomorrow night, 8/7 Central, only on Inspiring. WWE Official Championships.
Never subtract, that's how I like to do math. I blast off.
What I do in this ring is sacred.
It's a 7-time, 12-time.
I am a giant, I will be defiant, I will rise again.
No one comes alive. I am the most decorated woman.
Tonight,
we know Charlotte Flair, the reigning Raw Women's Champion.
And speaking of massive, Crown tournament here.
What an opportunity that is upon us.
The following contest from Queens, New York.
Something of this magnitude is always a reason to be proud.
Zelina getting a bit ahead of herself. It looked like she was already cracking.
Queen, Dewdrop could be the first one to kiss the ring.
Vega possesses many of those qualities.
So Zelina defeated
Zelina Vega's
her opponent from Air
to the finals with what I would call two upsets, Corey.
Has been on destroying everyone she comes in contact with. Could be Queen.
Well, listen, you go back to Doudrop's critic strong. He's had a meteoric rise on Monday Night Raw.
A seed that has now grown into a beautiful sycamore.
Well, here's a
been said this week that, hey, I'm one step closer in career to win here tonight because I'm ruthless and I'm the best. And Doudrop, the size differential is going to be too much for Zelina to overcome. Doudrop appeared to show absolutely no fear for the longest of time and still managed to pick up the win. Funny disposition. Fool you. Doudrop with her power catches Vega. Doudrop says yes. You can do it, Zelina. And Doudrop just tomorrow night on Friday Night SmackDown. Continue on Raw Monday. Both
might be only a formality at this point now that
really dominating from the get-go, and now Doudrop around and around. Wow, great move by Vega. We executed tornado DDT first. Hey, everybody remembers the first King of the Ring, right? Don Morales out at 2. In a high-stakes situation, you need to compart.
I'll admit, I'm a bit surprised with what we've seen here from Zelina Vega.
Grit, there's a never back down in Vega. She talks a bit.
The same kind of determination we saw against.
Looks like Doudrop's starting to slow down, guys. After it goes, you would imagine stamina-wise, it's going to benefit Zelina. I'll tell you how impressed I've been with Doudrop since she burst out. But
you're the only one.
Went for the cannonball. Nobody home. Starting to pick up the pace. Yeah, but herein lies the challenge. Hook to the leg. Nope. Doudrop's got to power at 2 again. About that, Saxton. Zelina declaring this one just about. Zelina just barely able to escape. But sidewalk slam nearly put Zelina through the ring. She said, I'm ready for this. I can't let this slip away. A factor for both of these women just because of the magnitude of the situation. And is it enough? And Zelina somehow kicks out. Right? 100%. Oh, look at this. Thrust coming out of Vega right now. Oh! Are you kidding me? A cold red!
I'm in shock right now.
Amazed! Defying the odds.
How did Zelina Vega pull this off?
Code red powerbomb that stunned Vega.
I am in absolute disbelief.
For the rest of history, the rest of WWE tournament winner. This all looks right. So Byron, you get to pay his name. Queen Zelina. What a moment. Congratulations. Well, 150,000 visitors. 15, a citywide and countrywide celebration. 2021 with Crown Jewel. Well, congratulations. Matchup that has become extremely personal when someone attacks your own flesh.
Bobby Lashley has the audacity
to end the career of Goldberg.
It was intentional.
Oh, no.
Intentionally break his freaking neck.
Look at it from my point of view. You've been perpetrating, and Bill, I think you owe me an apology. One condition.
Bobby, no holds barred to your kids.
The icon of Goldberg, you can't beat the all.
It doesn't matter what you say. He should have stayed out. WWE officials had to have both of them. Look at Goldberg's back. And Bobby Lashley, his hands wrapped. Oh, and now he does. And Lashley unloading. Lashley. These two mark. And right into the post. Different flight routes just to ensure there was no sort of day flight from the United States just to get ready for this match.
Slam. He's had plenty of time to think about what he wants to do.
Goldberg's not thinking. Bobby Lashley is. Lashley the table on the rim. So what does he do? He forgets about it. What Lashley is supposed to do. And the almighty Bobby Lashley. And now Goldberg again sent in. We talked about Goldberg's rage. Lashley seems to have weathered that story that has been inside the ring, competing WWE title via Money in the Bank cash-in by Biggie. Goldberg looks like he's full speed ahead into a brick wall. Forced the official to stop the fight. Blurry, but it's been all Lashley since. That's early because the longer it goes.
Goldberg's up.
And now it's again, you try to use that early adrenaline and momentum, but
really, Lashley knew exactly what he was doing when he
said you'll be begging for your career because Lashley wrapping a steel chair around the knee of no holds barred. You got to pin or submit.
Goldberg's like trapped in that chair at the mercy.
To surrender if this holds up. Chad Patton might want to consider asking or start maybe taking a point.
Lashley's not talking.
Yo. The table gets him feeling back into his left leg, trying to stabilize with the head. And Goldberg with the Goldberg chant. Intensity is returned to Goldberg's eyes. Time for Goldberg to lift Lashley. And he put Lashley away with a legendary jack.
First with his trademark spear, then a thunder.
We've heard what Goldberg has had to say about what he wants.
Goldberg really does want to end Lashley once and for all.
Yeah, Goldberg's still feeling the effects of the assault from Bobby Lashley. Driving Lashley through the barricade. The steam-breathing Hall of Famer into
Goldberg said, remember the promise. Goldberg
has the intensity back. He has the anger back.
They have in mind.
I don't know, but
Lashley, Goldberg's like a man possessed, marching towards the. I saw him.
Now with Lashley right here.
Just get out of the way.
Oh, to the death.
Lashley is being punished. Lashley, there's crimson flowing around
this man's career. This is how personal it's become.
We've known Goldberg.
Now.
Seen. Oh, no. Get out of the way, Bobby's head. A lot of things just flashed before Bobby's last. Didn't want anything to do with us.
Stoic, intense. Hand in the fifth row. The match man up on top of the right now. Goldberg is stalking Lashley.
Yeah, Lashley said it
right.
Who's here?
Shelton Benjamin, Cedric Alexander. Like lambs to the sludge.
Full attention has returned to Bobby Lashley.
A real-life kaiju battle.
This is what no.
I'm concerned that even if the match is over, Goldberg's not going to.
Goldberg just.
Goldberg! Here is your winner.
I know he was going to be vicious. I know he was going to be physical. We learned it tonight.
Lashley has not moved. That was the damnedest thing I've ever seen.
Before, and in doing so, has one
signs of motion from the Almighty.
In Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, to bring perhaps
his beloved son Gage, watching from that particular point, and Goldberg just. And I hope we can get an update. Bobby Lashley
is somehow
to be himself. Simply needs to be Drew McIntyre.
Big E demand
the intensive superstars in all of WWE.
Can't land a Claymore. And above all else, if you're Big E,
championship.
We talk about a men's singles champion, a major title on Monday night.
You're right now grounding the WWE champion.
Certainly. Into an elbow dropping McIntyre.
Blow.
And Big E back up on the apron.
Big E would have to readjust his plans here on the
outrageous power from the Scottish Warrior.
Beings walking the planet who can manhandle.
McIntyre begins to unload. That was a straight right hand. Back down, fights back against McIntyre. Is it enough to win the championship? And a kick out.
A steer. You got the head, you got to keep control. You may not dictate the next step.
Wear him down.
Exactly.
Big E defending against Drew McIntyre here at your Thursday with us on Peacock. Is Big E getting a kick out?
You said it, Saxton. McIntyre left his.
McIntyre leave the crowd emphatically.
And McIntyre.
Oh, jeez. And we knew it was going to be physicality on overload. Big E on the outside of the ring.
Another one.
Significant height advantage for McIntyre, which makes it all the more important.
McIntyre met him though.
Get thrown around. We've seen Big E get thrown around.
Neck breakers would contribute to the exhaustion of McIntyre, but almost
Drew McIntyre is feeling.
I think so.
Yeah! Planning McIntyre again, and McIntyre kicks out.
Matchup
has been a true back and forth battle.
There, those slips out underneath.
Look at this. Beautiful.
Is it a championship? Big E's pin, kick out of two. The ring.
It doesn't get any closer than this without they had a new champ.
McIntyre
is beginning to relent.
See the toll. This is a frightening sight. And McIntyre goes to the
sit down. Somehow been able to put a little bit more of his weight on Drew's shoulder.
Right there.
What? You can see what I'm saying. It was
second to allow McIntyre to kick out.
Oh,
does shoulders down. 2 count. McIntyre rolls.
Man.
And it's in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, showing the respect
from both Drew McIntyre and Big E.
Now the stretch buckler submission by Big E.
Second.
Is McIntyre going to tap out? Can he somehow shift the back?
It'll destroy McIntyre's knee, but definitely end this match.
Frame of McIntyre a long ways away from those ropes. Oh,
there. This will put a hole in the damn ring.
No way.
Big E's plans were a little too grandiose. Incredible championship.
Reaching deep into his arsenal.
Oh, he's in position, gentlemen.
Big E, if he gets
knocked out of him on the landing of the missed claim.
championship, cover on Big E.
Creeps in.
Ending, now we see Big E survive the claim.
It's brutal, and it is exciting.
Is down. Big E able to counter.
Is that it?
Cover.
Warriors.
Being champion.
Make no mistake.
We are WWE. So, friend, let's get started tonight. Crown Jewel highlight video. So let's get started. So friend, चलिए बताते हैं आज आपको कि इसमें आज रात को होने वाला है WWE क्राउन ज्वेल। तो इसमें क्या कुछ होने वाला है और क्या क्या रिजल्ट रहने वाला है, उन सब के बारे में बताएं। तो दोस्तों, सबसे पहले जो होने वाला है वो है कि ब्रे वाइट आने वाले हैं क्राउन ज्वेल में, और वो क्राउन ज्वेल में अपनी एनर्जी के द्वारा एक हाई एनर्जी पैदा करने वाले हैं। तो ऐसा लग रहा है कि ब्रे वाइट का मैच हो सकता है, क्योंकि उन्हें टक्कर देने के लिए कोई सुपरस्टार आ सकता है। तो नेक्स्ट अपडेट के बारे में बात करें तो द ओसी वर्सेस द जजमेंट डे के बीच में एक 6 मैन टैग टीम मैच होने वाला है, और इस टैग टीम मैच में अभी ये प्रेडिक्शन निकल के आ रही है कि इस मैच में हम ओसी नजर जीतना जाएंगे। गैलोज एंडरसन के साथ एजे स्टाइल हैं और वो ये मैच जीत सकते हैं, और ये स्पॉइलर निकल कर आ रहा है कि ये ही मैच जीतेंगे। नेक्स्ट मैच के बारे में बात करें तो ब्रॉन स्ट्रोमैन वर्सेस ओमास, ये क्राउन ज्वेल का अब तक का सबसे बड़ा मैच है, और इस मैच में ये बता पाना कि कौन जीत पाएगा मुश्किल है। तो फिर भी इसका अंदाज़ा लगाते हैं। इसका अंदाज़ा लगाने हम बात करें कि यहाँ पर ब्रॉन स्ट्रोमैन जीते दिखाई देंगे। फिलहाल के स्पॉइलर्स तो यही दिखाई दे रहा है कि क्राउन ज्वेल में ब्रॉन स्ट्रोमैन जीते नजर आ रहे हैं। तो बात करिए अगले मैच के बारे में। अगला मैच होने वाला है ड्रू मैकिंटायर वर्सेस कैरियन क्रॉस के बीच में एक स्टील केज मैच है, जो एक बहुत ही तगड़ा और बेहतरीन मैच होगा और बहुत ही खतरनाक मैच होगा। इस मैच में हमें किसी भी सुपरस्टार की इंटरफेस देखने को नहीं मिलेगी, एक कांटे का मैच होगा, और आखिर में हमें ड्रू मैकिंटायर जीते नजर आएंगे, क्योंकि ड्रू मैकिंटायर की कई बार पिटाई हो चुकी है। तो यही स्पॉइलर निकल कर आ रहा है कि ड्रू मैकिंटायर इस मैच को जीत सकते हैं, और परंतु मैच पैसा वसूल होगा और काफ़ी तगड़ा होगा। तो नेक्स्ट मैच के बारे में बात करें तो नेक्स्ट मैच होने वाला है WWE वुमेन्स टैग टीम चैंपियन एलेक्सा ब्लैक आस्का वर्सेस डकोटा काई एंड इयो स्काई के बीच में। ये भी एक तगड़ा मैच होने वाला है, और इस मैच में हमें दिखाई देगा कि जो नई चैंपियन बनी हैं वो लड़ी नजर आएंगी, और इस मैच में हमें एलेक्सा ब्लेस और आस्का की टीम जीती नजर आएगी। यही फाइनल प्रेडिक्शन है। तो नेक्स्ट मैच बारे में, तो नेक्स्ट मैच है अनडिस्प्यूटेड WWE टैग टीम चैंपियनशिप के लिए, वो होने वाला है द उसोस वर्सेस ब्रोलिंग ब्रूट के बीच में। ब्रोलिंग ब्रूट कौन कौन है? बुच और सैमंस के फ्रेंड, ये एक मैच में नजर जाएंगे, और इस मैच में हमें WWE टैग टीम चैंपियन है जो ऊसो, वो अपना टाइटल डिफेंस करने में नजर आएंगे, और ऐसा लग रहा है कि ऊसो से अपना टाइटल बड़ी आसानी से डिफेंस कर लेंगे। तो नेक्स्ट मैच के बारे में बात करें तो नेक्स्ट मैच होने वाला है रॉ वुमेन्स चैंपियनशिप बियांका ब्लेयर वर्सेस बेले के बीच में एक लास्ट वुमेन स्टैंडिंग मैच। आपने लास्ट मैन स्टैंडिंग मैच मेंस मैच तो सुने होंगे, परंतु वुमेन स्टैंडिंग मैच पहली बार सुन रहे हैं। हाँ जी, क्राउन ज्वेल में होने वाला है ये वुमेन्स लास्ट स्टैंडिंग मैच है। तो इस मैच में हमें चैंपियन बियांका ब्लेयर टाइटल डिफेंस कर सकती हैं, बेले भी जीत सकती हैं, परंतु बेले की जीतने की संभावना बहुत कम है, और अपना टाइटल बचाने के लिए बियांका ब्लेयर भी काफ़ी तगड़ी फाइट करके नजर आएंगी। तो फाइनल प्रेडिक्शन ये है कि इस मैच में हमें बियांका ब्लेयर अपना टाइटल डिफेंस करने में नजर आएंगी। शायद ये पहली बार होगा कि क्राउन ज्वेल में कोई भी नहीं बदल कुछ भी सकता है, परंतु ऐसा लग रहा है कि ये टाइटल अब नहीं बदलेंगे। तो बात करें तो नेक्स्ट मैच के बारे में। नेक्स्ट मैच होने वाला है ब्रोक लेसनर वर्सेस बॉबी लेस्ली के बीच में, और ये मैच होने वाला है एक धमाकेदार बेहतरीन मैच, और इस मैच का शायद WWE किसी भी फैन ने आइडिया नहीं लगाया था कि WWE ये मैच को करवा सकती है, परंतु WWE ने अपने तगड़े शो में तगड़ा मैच बुक किया है, और इस मैच में प्रेडिक्शन कर पाना बिल्कुल मुश्किल है, परंतु स्पॉइलर निकल कर ये आ रहा है कि यहाँ पर ब्रोक लेसनर बॉबी लेस्ली को हरा देंगे। ये फाइनल स्पॉइलर है और प्रेडिक्शन हमारी प्रेडिक्शन भी है कि ब्रोक लेसनर मैच को जीतने वाले हैं आज होने वाले WWE क्राउन ज्वेल में। तो लास्ट मैच होने वाला है WWE अनडिस्प्यूटेड चैंपियनशिप मैच बिटवीन रोमन रेंज एंड लोगन पॉल, और इस मैच का फाइनल प्रेडिक्शन है लोगन पॉल। क्या लोगन पॉल मतलब हारने वाले हैं? जी हाँ दोस्तों, आपको लगा कि लोगन पॉल का हम जीतने के बारे में कर रहे हैं, नहीं, रोमन रेंज अपना टाइटल डिफेंस करने में कामयाब होंगे और लोगन पॉल को हार का मुंह देखना पड़ेगा। तो ये थी WWE क्राउन ज्वेल्स के लिए प्रेडिक्शन और फाइनल प्रेडिक्शन जो अभी निकल के आ रही हैं। पहले प्रेडिक्शन कुछ और थी, परंतु अभी नई प्रेडिक्शन में यही विनर लग रहे हैं। तो कैसा लगा आपको ये वीडियो, और आपको क्या लगता है कि कौन जीतने वाला है क्राउन ज्वेल में? हमें कमेंट करके जरूर बताइएगा, आपकी कमेंट का इंतजार रहेगा। तो देखते हैं आपकी प्रेडिक्शन सही होती है या हमारी। तो ऐसे ही वीडियोज़ के लिए जल्दी से लाइक कीजिए और कमेंट कीजिए, बताइए आपकी प्रेडिक्शन भी, और मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में